So it is March the 9th, okay? There's only 3 more days left to school before your vacation.
Yay!
Perfect. You're more excited than the other class. Thank you. All right, guys. So let me share the agenda really quickly so that you know what we are doing, okay? We have right here, we have our warm-up. We're going to do a little warm-up right now. So let me go ahead and change the view of the camera. Okay. That's not what we're doing, but here we go. All right. Yes, sir. That's not the time. You should have done that when you came in. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into perimeter assessment 4. So we're going to work out the first problem, okay? So we're going to work out the first problem. All right, if you don't have a pencil, you need to ask somebody for one. I'm sorry, you're interrupting and I'm recording. Thank you. All right, so let me go ahead and freeze that, and I'm going to turn the view of the camera so that you can see and someone online can see. I just said ask someone for a pencil, dude. See if anybody will lend you a pencil. Someone. He needs a pencil. When do we sharpen our pencil here? The beginning of class. We sharpen at the beginning of class. All right. So the first problem, everybody's doing this in their notebook, and it says, let's do this together. It says, Michael has a room in his house that is shaped like a parallelogram. If we don't know what a parallelogram, you can look back there, okay? And a parallelogram, all right, can look like what? It's got 4 sides, right? It has 2 walls that are parallel, and then 2 sides that are the same longitude, okay? So the length of the room measures 10 feet, and the width measures 21 feet, okay? What is the perimeter of the room? I'm going to help you with this first one, okay? So since my length is always going to be on top and bottom and my width on the sides, I'm going to go ahead and prepare this like this so that I already know what my drawing is going to look like, right? So this side is going to be 21 feet, 21 feet, and what's going to be my length? 10, right? I'm going to write 10 feet and 10 feet. So if I already know, it means that my sides are going to be longer than my roof, right? And my bottom. So now you need to solve for the perimeter. Go ahead and do it. You need to be drawing the same thing in your notebook. All right, do we have an answer?
Yes.
What's my perimeter?
52.
All right, so what did I have to do here, guys? I had to add, right? But let me show you something about the distributive property, okay, of multiplication. When we're talking about the distributive property of multiplication, this is going to be our formula. It's L times 2, close the parentheses, plus parentheses, W, which is my width, times 2, close the parentheses, and I'm going to solve for that. So what's going to go instead of the L? What's my number?
You have somebody that's going to test that this afternoon.
10 and then 2, right? And then I'm going to write what? 21 times 2, right? Okay. So 10 times 2 is what, guys? 20, right? And then I'm going to bring down the addition sign. And then 21 times 2 is what? 42. So what's my perimeter, guys? 62. Okay? All right. Are you ready to work out the next problem? Here's what I'm going to tell you right now, though. Your paper needs to be neat. You need to start at the top of the paper, and then your title should be what? 4.5C, because that is our objective for the day. Our objective is I can solve for perimeter. We are still solving for perimeter. You should have today's date, and you should have a very neat picture, not at the bottom of your page, not on the side of your page, not on the back of your book. You should have a very neat page, okay? All right, are we ready to move on? All right, I'm ready. Okay, so this is the second problem. Now you're gonna have an opportunity to do this on your own. It says Laura is designing a statue on a base that is the shape of a square. The side of the base measures 7 feet. What is the perimeter of the base? What kind of shape am I drawing? A square, right? And we know that squares have what? Same sides or equal sides. What are my sides going to be? 7 what? 7 feet. So I'm writing 7 feet on all my sides, right? What's another way that I can solve this problem? Perimeter equals what? 7 times 4. Very good. So my perimeter is going to be what, guys? 28 what? Feet. Very good. Show me your work. Remember what I just said about following instructions? Find another piece of paper and begin at the top. All right, guys, so are we ready to move on to the next problem? How do we feel about this? Give me thumbs up if you feel good about it. Give me thumbs to the side if you're still trying to learn it. Give me thumbs down if you have no clue what we are doing. Okay, Samantha, go ahead and erase my board, please. All right, we're on number 3, okay? So number 3 says Maggie's house is shaped like a rectangle, okay? The length of her house is 30 meters and the width is 35 meters. What is the perimeter of Maggie's house? Okay? Maggie's house is shaped like a rectangle. So what does a rectangle look like? Rectangle, right? The length of her house is 30 meters. Where's 30 meters going to go? On top. And where else? And bottom. And the width is what? What is the width, guys? 35. So did I draw this incorrectly? Yes. How do I know? Because the sides should be longer, right? So it's a taller type of rectangle, right? So this is 30, and the sides are going to be what? 35, correct? What's another way that I can solve this problem? What can I do? If I don't know how to multiply, what can I do? Yes, ma'am. What's 30 plus 30, guys?
60.
And what is 35 plus 35? 70. So now I add that. So what is my perimeter, guys? Huh? 130 meters. Do we have any questions so far? Do you feel like you need a little bit more practice? We're going to do one more, okay? One more. What do you need? Yes, sir. All right, one more problem, okay? Go ahead and erase that for me, please. Number 1 says a rectangular rug is 13 feet long, and 8 feet wide. 13 feet long and 8 feet wide. What is the perimeter of the rug? It's a rectangular, right? So I know that my rectangle is going to look like this. Where's 13 feet going to go? At the length, right? Top and bottom. And where does 8 feet go? On the width, which is the sides, right? Please find the perimeter. I want you to find it using the distributive property. What do you need, sir? Huh? All right, guys. So did you use the distributive property?
Yes.
All right, guys. So what do we have to do in order to answer to the distributive property? So what you do is this is the formula, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to plug in your numbers, right? So what goes in place of the L? Let's rewrite this. 13 times 2, right? Plus what? 8 times 2. So have you ever heard of please excuse my dear Aunt Sally? So please means parentheses. You always do parentheses first. So let's multiply 13 times 2 is what? 26. Okay? And then I'm going to bring down my addition sign. And the next 8 times 2 is what?
16.
16. So now all I'm going to do is what? I want to add these, right? So my perimeter is going to be what? 42. 42 feet. How do you feel about this? I think in the long run, I like the distributive property a little bit better because it's quicker to do than adding all that together. But if you don't know how to add, then look, 13 plus 13, that's what? 3 plus 3 is 6, 1 plus 1 is 2. Then I'm going to add 8 plus 8. 8 plus 8 is what? 16. And then I'm going to add 26 plus 16. 6 plus 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 3 plus 1 is 4. And it gives you the exact same thing. 42 feet, okay? Do we have any questions so far? All right. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to open up our Think Up books to page 705. Page 705. Sorry. Envision. Thank you for correcting me. So we are working out of Envision books, page 705. Thank you, Sandra. All right, so we are working on page 705. Give me a thumbs up when you are there. Page 705, okay? Page 705. 705. Okay? So the instructions say in 1 through 4, use a formula to find the perimeter. Use estimation to check your answer for reasonableness. What's my formula? So up here in the space that you have right here, I'm going to write L plus width plus L plus width. Or you could say perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side, right? So you write your formula so that you remember it. Go ahead and do that, please. Okay, are we ready? All right, so what's the first thing? Hold on. Okay, so what's the shape for number 1? Irox, please turn around. What's the shape for number 1? A square. And a square has what? Equal sides, right? So what's going to be up here is going to be 8 feet. What are my sides going to be? 8 feet and 8 feet. So I want to go around to all of them and go ahead and fill them in. So if this is 9 inches, then what is this going to be? 9 inches, right? And if this is 4, what is this side going to be? 4 inches. Go ahead and do that. So if you have 2 centimeters here, what's the top going to be? 2 centimeters, right? And if this is 15 centimeters, what is this side going to be? 15 centimeters. This is actually your book, right? I don't know why, but that's your book that I have right here. Go check if there's another book over there. Volume 2. All right. So on number 4, what kind kind of shape is it again?
Square.
It's a square. So my top is going to be 12 feet, my bottom is going to be 12 feet, and my side is going to be 12 feet. And now you're solving perimeter for all of them. Please do so. Does it have a name? Then use it. Yes. I'm sorry. No, you need to work. Let's go. All right, do we have our answers?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Who said no? Okay, what's the perimeter? What did I have to do in number 1 to get my perimeter? What was the fastest way to do it? P equals 8 times 4, and 8 times 4 equals 32, so my answer was 32 feet. Correct? Do we all have that? All right, on number 2, what do we have? We could use P parentheses L times 2 plus parentheses W times 2, right? And then I'm going to plug my numbers in. What goes in the L? 9 times 2, right? Plus 4 times 2. And then work on my parentheses. That's 18 plus 8. What is my perimeter? 26 inches, correct? Do we all get that? Excellent. All right, who wants to do number 3? Go ahead. So far, is she correct? Yes. What's 15 times 2, guys? 30. Falling asleep, right? The 3 of you. 1, 2, and 3 asleep. Did I point to him? No. Thank you. Oh. All right, is she correct? Did we all get that? Did we all get 34 centimeters? Yes, that is correct. Who wants to, go ahead, Mateo, come and do number 4, please. Now, this is the moment where if you have questions, this is the moment to ask, okay? What else could you have done, Mateo? Instead of adding all those numbers, what else could you have done? No. What? Multiply what? 12 times 4. So instead of doing all that, multiply 12 times 4. All right, so is it correct? 48 what? You have to write P and feet. P equals and feet. Is that correct, guys?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and try number 5 on your own really quickly. Did someone already do that one? No? Alrighty, on number 4, I'm going to go ahead and erase the rest of these so we can go ahead and work on number 4, okay? So on number 4, we're going to read it together. It says, draw a picture. Felton is making a picture frame. He uses 8-inch lengths of wood for the top and the bottom, okay? So I know that my top is going to have 8 and my bottom's going to have 8, right? All eyes up here, please, so that you can see and read together, okay? Then it says, and he uses 10-inch lengths of wood for the sides. So I know the sides are going to be 10, correct? So what does that mean? It means that I'm going to have a rectangle like this, right? So then it's telling me now to what? To find how many inches does Felton need to make the frame. So what's going to be my perimeter, guys?
36.
What is it? 36 what? Inches. Okay? So this is what reading and being able to find the answer looks like. This is what I'm always telling you. If you read, you're able to find your answer, correct? All right, on number 6, what are 2 different ways to find perimeter of a rectangle? What's one way that you can do? Yes. You can multiply the what? The length by what? By 2. And the width by 2. Then add all. What's another way that I can find my perimeter? Add what? Add all the sides. That's it. Simple. Sencillito, okay? All right, guys, so here's the deal. This is going to end the recording for this session for today. We're going to be working in different groups. So if you are online, you need to finish pages 705 to page 708. That's what you'll be working on, okay? So group 1 is going to go to my small group table. Where's group 1? Okay, so go to my small group table with your Envision book. Okay, so group 1 towards the table. Let's go. Let's go. Table. Jayla, what group are you? Go to the table. Dominic, go to the table. Kyla, go to the table. Then I want, who's my group 2? Wow. So you're going to be, hey, you can work with group 3, okay? So my group 3, where are you? Raise your hand if you're in group 3. So this is going to be, at this table is going to be group 3, and that's going to be Maria, Irox, Melanie, come to this table. And Ariana, come to this table. Go. Get up, go to my table. You're group 1, let's go. And then groups 4 and 5, you're going to work together, okay? So you guys come over here, Jesus, come over here and work with them. And you guys are going to finish page 705, 706, and you're going to be working on page 250 and 251 of Think Up when you get done with that, okay? Your homework, this group right here, and this group right here, you can tear it out right now. Your homework is going to be page 707 and 708. So tear it out. 707 and 708, that is your homework. If you are online, that is also your homework, okay? After group 1 gets done with me, okay, they're going to work on 705 and 707, and then they're going to work on Education Galaxy 4.5C. Do we understand that? Okay, all right, so again, this concludes today's video. Have a good day. Bye.